Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Cruise Peruse episode number 168 here on a beautiful Tuesday morning in Las Vegas. A wee bit chilly, but we should be able to make do today because, boys and girls, despite all of sports ball being suspended and or canceled, we still have NFL news. Oh my god. The last 2 or so days have been absolutely wonderful because we're getting NFL news constantly. I mean, every hour on Twitter, it's something fucking new. And I'm hyperventilating any goddamn time Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport puts up something up on their Twitter feed. And I gotta tell you, obviously the one storyline, the one narrative that everybody has been really going apeshit for the last few months is, where is Tom Brady gonna go? Now, the one clear thing that has happened today is Tom Brady's done with the Patriots. Now, I take a lot of sadistic pleasure in that because it marks the end of a dynasty. At least the two-man partner dynasty in Belichick and Brady, right? So all the Patriots haters are just sitting here, celebrating, dancing on a dead body and grave. But to be quite honest, there's also, admiration and respect for what Belichick and Tom Brady were able to do for 20 years. 6 fucking championships. I mean, Brady got 4 fucking Super Bowl MVPs. My God, the dude is absolutely incredible. Now the question becomes, where is he going to go? Now, here's the curious part. I checked the Odd Sharks Twitter feed yesterday, and they had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at minus 160, and the Chargers, I believe, at plus 1,000, plus 500 or some shit like that. So looks like more and more Tom might be headed over to the South, at least like fucking Florida South area, I guess. I suck at geography. I don't really know what else to tell you guys, but the Brady watch is going to be intense. I mean, obviously, we know what kind of a quarterback Tom is. Maybe the age has gotten to him in the last few years, and Tom Brady haters will all say, oh, he's falling apart. Why the fuck would you pay him? Well, the experience and, to be quite honest, he still has it. He still has the stuff. It's just, it's not as, shall we say, consistent as in his younger years. That fucking cannon of an arm. And that fucking face. Sorry. I'm man-crushing over Tom Brady again. You shouldn't be doing that. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. I wanted Tom Brady to come to Las Vegas. I'm not a Raiders fan by any means, right? I'm a Seahawks fan. But I wanted Brady here because Vegas, I feel, needed a good fucking billboard guy to promote the team. But I guess that's going to be Josh Jacobs. Right? I mean, John Gruden and Josh Jacobs is going to make the face of the Vegas Raiders, which, all right. And Marcus Mariota, which, oh, God. All right, somebody who lives in Las Vegas actually just likes football. The fact that the Raiders signed Marcus Mariota just tells me they don't want to change. They just want to be in status quo mode and make money. Because you don't bring in Marcus Mariota and basically keep around Derek Carr if you're not putting out a message saying, hey, we don't give a shit which quarterback we got. We just want the same ones. Yeah. Mariota and fucking Derek Carr are the same goddamn quarterbacks, essentially. Yeah, categorically, they're in the same quarterback tier of just bang average. Will probably get you through that hump, but you shouldn't really build a franchise around the guy. Yeah, those are the kind of guys that the Raiders got. They got 2 of them now. They got 2. Vegas could have absolutely gone for Tom Brady. Vegas could have absolutely gone for Tom Brady. Give him 1 to 2% in ownership and have him settle in his contract. Holy shit. He would have said yes. Absolutely. And of course, there's an old man buying toilet paper. because that's the times we're living in right now. You stop at a red light, you see an old man in the middle of the east side of town buying toilet paper. Yes. Essentials, boys and girls, essentials. Right? But for me, sports ball has become the essential. Because I generally hoard before this whole fucking plague. And so for me, the absence of sports ball was a huge thing. Now, the NFL, again, with all these news popping out, was crazy. And Vegas, of course, suffering through the repercussions of the coronavirus. But I think it's worse now because we got Marcus Mariota. That makes the suffering even worse. If you're a fucking Las Vegas resident and you're a Raiders fan, you're dealing with the coronavirus, and you realize that, oh shit, the only decent signing we probably made was that linebacker from the Bears, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Could be wrong on that. But yeah, you also got Marcus Mariota. Congratulations, guys. And again, I'm not a Raiders fan. I just live here in Las Vegas, and witnessing from the other fans' perspective, Raiders fans' perspective, like what the hell they're feeling. At least a really passionate Raiders friend of mine, vocalizing his opinion, saying, why the fuck did we settle for Marcus Mariota when Tom was out there? And I asked the same thing, like, you have more to offer. Like, how did you not even get in the same fucking room? I mean, let alone be in the fucking conversation, like top 3 in the conversation, because you have the cap space. You have a new venue. You have everything good going for you, Raiders. Yet, no, you signed Marcus Mariota. And now your arch rivals in the Chargers could be potentially putting up some fucking billboard / come to me kind of shit. I'm losing my fucking vocabulary nowadays. You gotta read more books during the fucking quarantine. Maybe I do, boys and girls. But you know what? Relaying it just back to sports ball again. At least I can read the news of how to, let me try that over again, boys and girls. I can't fucking think straight this morning. It is very early. But I feel like I could read the room better than Bill O'Brien. But let's just start off with that. Bill O'Brien is somehow still involved with the Houston Texans. They traded DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson, a 2nd rounder and a 4th rounder. Okay? And think about this. Stephon Diggs fetched a boatload of picks from the Buffalo Bills. And the Bills made a really smart move in doing that because, you know what? The Bills are a team on the rise. The quarterback is going to have to improve for shit to get better, but there's a lot of optimism within Bills Mafia right now. And the Texans, it's the complete opposite. You got Bill O'Brien running the show. He essentially gave up Clowney, DeAndre Hopkins, and a shit ton of picks and assets for goddamn nothing. Okay, so for all you fucking Houston fans who are trying to, logic this move, you can't. You can't logic this move. This is one of the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. And yet Bill O'Brien still has a fucking job. This is the same jackass who blew a 24-point fucking lead in 1 quarter. And he has let go of key personnel on both offense and defense, yet this motherfucker still has a job. Yeah. So Texans, when you're asking why me, oh God, you should ask why Bill O'Brien, oh God. And also, it might be karma for the Astros. Yeah. I have no sympathy for the Texans. I don't. They're a fucking failure of an organization. They're going to fucking ruin Deshaun Watson. I foresee it, man. Like 2-3 years down the line. You don't think Deshaun's going to get sick of this shit? Bill O'Brien getting fucking, demoted through promotion? Is that the fucking phrase, right? Lateral movement, whatever the fuck. Bill O'Brien's a goddamn joke, man. And I can't believe the Texans think it's a logical move to think, oh man, yeah, let's just keep Bill O'Brien for the foreseeable future. No way he's going to ruin the dynamics of this culture. All right, dude. All right. And you got nothing for him. You got nothing for DeAndre Hopkins. A second and a fourth? You couldn't even fetch a fucking first? Are you kidding me right now? Dude, Stephon Diggs, as good as he is no DeAndre. I'm sorry, man. He is no DeAndre. Maybe marginally better, but still. I'll take DeAndre over Stephon. And Stephon got a shit ton of picks. Right? He got a shit ton of picks. The Vikings did. And the Vikings are going to need that. Because they're fucking idiots too. Holy fuck. You paid Kirk Cousins how much money again? You extended him for how much? 2 years, $66 million? Drew Brees just got extended by the fucking Saints. 2 years, $50 million. You're telling me Kirk fucking Cousins deserves more money than Drew Brees? Oh, but some of the age. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Don't give me that reasoning anymore. Stop it. Don't give me the age shit. Don't give me the fucking number shit. Because Kirk Cousins, the eye test will flat out tell you, he is bang average. Bang average. Dak Prescott deserves more money than Kirk Cousins. Period. Period. I don't even want to hear anything else after that shit. Period. Kirk is mediocre as fuck. That motherfucker has been getting on the good graces from the shittiness that was the Redskins. And the Vikings organization is such a fucking backward fucking ass goddamn football team. They think a mediocre quarterback is a fucking solution. Holy fuck. And because of that, you have now fucked yourself. How are you going to pay Dalvin Cook? How are you going to pay that fucking D-line? How are you going to pay the rest of that defense eventually in the future? How are you going to fucking pay guys like Thielen? Mason Rudolph, not Mason Rudolph, fucking Kyle Rudolph, I apologize. He's not a fuckboy. Kyle Rudolph is no fuckboy. He is a man. Mason Rudolph's a fuckboy. But ownership for the Vikings have to be labeled as a fuckboy right now because that is just some real dumb shit. To fucking sign Kirk up for 2 more goddamn years? Are you fucking kidding me? Find a new quarterback in the draft! You fucking morons! Actually, no, they're terrible with that too. So, why the fuck am I saying that? Unfucking real, man. Unfucking real. Like, the Vikings are an absolute joke. They basically handed the division to the Bears and the Packers for the next 2 years. And yeah, the Bears might get better. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? I don't know what the hell their quarterback situation is going to be. There's a lot of talks with Dalton, right? And Foles. Which, all right. Like, okay, you're making a marginal upgrade. Actually, no. It's not a marginal upgrade over Mitch. It's a marginal upgrade over Chase Daniels, who got paid by the Lions. Yeah, the Lions are just real sad. They're going to be sinking in that division no matter what happens. But, man, it's just wild seeing these changes happen all throughout the league, right? You know, team dynamics switching up. You have certain teams who are in the bottom, you know, last season, potentially on the rise. I look at the team like the Miami Dolphins and have to think, wow, you know, last 8 games of the season, you know, new head coach's philosophy and culture probably, you know, bleeding on through. I see a lot of good things happening for Miami. They have a lot of draft capital, and because they have so much salary cap, like damn near $100 million in open cap space, they were signing players left and right yesterday. The big name, of course, comes in Byron Jones, you know, being one of the highest fucking paid corners now. Could make a significant impact. It can really happen. I mean, they bolstered that fucking defense. Kyle Van Noy joined along. You also have Eric Flowers on the offensive line, you know, tagging along. And I think Miami is going to be that team, you know, adding pieces here and there, small but significant, you know, in terms of depth. And I see only positive. I see a very high trajectory for the Dolphins. And again, because of the dynamic of the Patriots changing with Brady potentially leaving to somewhere else, not in that division. This is going to be a different age of the Belichick coaching era. Maybe he goes and reverts back to the Cleveland days when he was just kind of, he was just there. But the Bills and the Dolphins, man, they're looking really good. I mean, Dolphins and Bills have, added depth pieces here and there yesterday, all throughout yesterday. And again, that Byron Jones move was a nice one, in my opinion, for the Miami Dolphins. Because, obviously the Cowboys weren't going to pay for everybody. And for them to divvy up the money, after franchising Dak and paying Amari it's crazy. I think it's absolutely crazy that they franchised Dak and paid Amari $100 million for 5 years. I mean, obviously that guaranteed money is somewhere in the 70s or 60s, but yeah, of course. I mean, you paid first rounder, of course you're gonna fucking extend him. But holy hell, where the hell's Dak gonna go? I don't know. Will he stay with the Cowboys? I hope so. I mean, he looks like he fits pretty well. Unfortunately, I think the mediocrity that comes down from Jerry Jones is going to be crippling to the organization. And I said this about the NFC East. The Giants are probably just going to be there. The Redskins, I don't think they're going to be all that good. Toxic culture, toxic ownership. I don't think anything good will come of that. But the Eagles, as long as they're healthy, as long as they can, draft a fucking wide receiver, maybe, shit should be okay. But, the Eagles have been known to do knee-jerk shit too, so we'll be on the lookout for that. And there's one team I have to just criticize here a little bit, and it's the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland. I like you, Cleveland. I do. My friend always tells me about subtle, comforts of Cleveland. Very low-cost city, fun place to grab drinks, have a great time. And this is where I just kind of adopted the Browns to view and see if they make any progress. But yesterday they up and signed, is it Jack Conklin, am I right? And Austin Hooper. You paid Austin Hooper how much fucking money, Cleveland? You think that's gonna solve something? You don't think Njoku was trying to do shit? Come on, dude. That O-line. Yeah, you maybe address one piece, but holy fuck. There's a long fucking way to go if you're the goddamn Cleveland Browns. Because the Ravens still look to be decent regular season team. Like, they're going to be a good regular season team like they always are. Kind of like the Milwaukee Bucks in a sense, right? Great regular season team, completely falls apart in the playoffs. That's the narrative they chose. And really, along with the fact that the Bengals might look to improve during the draft, and who knows if they do actually do. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, I mean, their defense stepping up a notch, looking really great over those last 8 or 9 games for the Steelers season, should put the AFC North in a very, very competitive battle all throughout the season. And I have to really look at all the other divisions here in the upcoming weeks, especially with today being the whole free agency shit day, and there's gonna be more news popping out. I mean, by the time I upload this video, it's gonna be irrelevant more or less because of all the news that pops out through social media and the way this new shit works, especially nowadays, right? With reporters and fucking friends of friends of friends, who knows of a guy, all that shit. So I think once a couple of big major moves settle down, I think I'm gonna just break down by division. You know, significant moves, what I think the teams will be like moving forward. And I might have to revisit my earlier season prediction for each and every division, which I know I'm going to get a lot of those wrong. I know I got a lot of those wrong. I put the fucking 49ers third in the NFC West. So, yeah, go figure, right? Go figure. I mean, the whole thing with the 49ers right now and the unbelievable butthurt, salty hype that I have to hear for 49ers fans is irrational and stupid at best. Because I could just completely fucking wreck your goddamn logic right here, right now. First of all, the refs didn't fuck you in Super Bowl 54. They didn't. All right? Your team, both on offense and defense, were so incompetent that they blew a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. You let 21 unanswered points go in the fucking fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. That's both defense and offense. And to a lesser extent, you know, the special teams. And mind you, 49ers are all healthy. And you, just like the city you are in, can't have a little bit of self-reflection and think, oh, maybe I fucked up. Maybe the infrastructure we created was so like shitty that it kind of just came apart. No? Okay, all right. But yeah, trading Forrest Buckner for a fucking first-round pick is a genius move, right? Yeah, it's such a fucking genius move. The guy you picked 6th overall, you're getting for a fucking 13th round pick, a 13th overall pick. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Stop trying to logic that shit. You're not fucking special 49ers. You know what? You're probably going to suffer the fucking Super Bowl hangover, just like the fucking Rams. And I got a weird feeling the Cardinals are going to be a team on the rise. Not just because of DeAndre Hopkins. I think the major development of Kyler Murray will obviously be key, but that defense is low-key really good. That defense for the Cardinals is low-key really, really good. And the reason why I can say that, I'm a Seahawks fan. We got our asses kicked by them. Even in that double-digit win, I was like, ah, shit, that defense is actually pretty holding up, you know, fine. For fucking Arizona. Goddamn, I can't be goddamn mad at that shit. But Arizona looks to be a good team in the near future. So I am very curious to see what happens to them in the coming months. And boys and girls, in the last few weeks, living out here in Las Vegas has been an interesting adventure. Mainly because of this coronavirus that, of course, you know, despite us talking about sports ball the last few minutes, has put a stop on it, right? I mean, this is kind of the time we're living in right now where obviously public safety is a major concern, but stupidity is somehow a disease not addressed. It's just not. And from the stupidity, we have to reflect. You know, we can't be like the fucking 49ers and blame everybody else. We have to have a little bit of self-reflection and think, maybe we shouldn't panic too much. Maybe buying all the fucking toilet paper like brain-dead assholes is not the best idea. Maybe ignoring all the signs and pretending like this disease doesn't exist is also a bad idea. Like, that fine middle point is where we need to be, but sometimes that's asking for too much. So, boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Pray for me, thoughts and prairies, while I head over to the Costco here in a bit. Now, fuck off.